Hello friends, in this sequel of multiple integration, we have studied double integration, how to solve problems on double integration, how to find limits for double integration if region is given, then how to change strip of this means we have to change order of integration, then how to solve problems on double integration by using polar form. Now last part, that is again here, that is applications of this double integration. We will discuss here first application, that is the area. How to find area by using this double integration. Now recalling all these idea how to solve double integration, then easily we will solve problems on these applications of double integration. Here we will solve problems on area. Now here, if suppose our region is given and this region is bounded by the two curves y is equal to f of x and y is equal to g of x, and x equal to a and x equal to b, x equal to b, then area of this region is given by a is equal to double integration dx dy. This is formula to find out area of this region R. Or this is in Cartesian form, or if we will convert into polar form, then we have to replace x is equal to r cos theta, y equal to r sin theta, and then we will get our polar form. This is double integration over r. Now we are knowing dx dy is nothing but r into dr dt in polar form. Therefore, this is formula for double integration. Now only this formula is there. By using this formula, we can find double integration for, that means area for the given curve, means curve is bounded, and then we'll find area under that curve. We'll discuss here first example. Find area laying inside the circle r is equal to a sin theta and outside the cardioid r is equal to a into 1 minus cos theta. Again, in previous lecture of this polar form, in the beginning I had given some standard curves. In the standard curve, this r is equal to a sin theta was there, instead of a that was 2a sin theta, and here also this cardioid was there, but I had taken this cardioid by taking plus inside. Now here minus inside, only minus inside, that means this is along the, depending on that axis. Recalling both the figures in polar form, and we'll continue this example. Now here again we have to solve problems to find double integration bounded by these two curves, and for this we need to find out their limits for theta and r. This is in polar form, that's why we have to find out theta and r, then we will get our answer. And very easy, because this is nothing is there, only we are taking integrand here. This integrand function as one only here, dx dy, here is r into dr theta, means here f of xy or f of r theta is 1, and directly we will get here area. Now here first we will plot graph of given curve, r is equal to a sin theta and r is equal to a into 1 minus cos theta. Now we are knowing that this is circle, r is equal to a sin theta, this circle is along y axis. Now here is 2a, then this is radius a, but here is only a, that's why our radius is a by 2, and centered at a by 2 along y axis, and this is cardioid. Now this cardioid is along negative x-axis, because minus sign is there. If we are taking plus sign, then we get here along positive x-axis. Now we are getting our figure as, this is red in color as shown here, this is cardioid, r is equal to a into 1 minus cos theta, this is cardioid. Now this blue in color as shown here, r is equal to a sin theta, this is along y axis and this is x axis, means here this is cardioid and this is circle. We are knowing these two figures because we are knowing in last video lecture we have studied here standard curve. In that this curve was there, but this was in plus sign. Now here we are taken minus sign. This is our curve, red in color, this is shown here, this is cardioid, this is our circle. Now what is area bounded by this cardioid and circle? This is circle, this is cardioid, and this yellow color is our area bounded by this cardioid and circle. red in color, red and circle blue in color. Intersecting area, this is in blue color. Now what we have to do? We have to take radial strip. I am taking this radial strip and this is shaded here. This shaded in brown color. This is our radial strip. Now how to find limits? Now here for this strip is bounded by this red color and this blue color. Now red color curve is our r is equal to a into 1 minus cos theta, and this blue color is r is equal to a into sin theta. Therefore limits on r varying from r is equal to a into 1 minus cos theta and r is equal to a into sin theta. Now theta varying from, how to find? Now this is our initial line, theta equal to 0, and this region is up to theta equal to pi by 2 line. Therefore limits on theta varying from 0 to pi by 2. Got it? Means if we know this figure, then easily we will find. Here limits on r is equal to a into 1 minus cos theta to r is equal to a into sin theta. Repeating here, this is a radial strip, this is lower bound for this radial strip and this is upper bound for this radial strip. This region is bounded by this two curve. Therefore this is our limits of r. Now theta, limits on theta varying from theta equal to 0 to pi by 2. Okay. Now if we are knowing limits, then nothing is there. Easily we will get our answer. We are knowing formula for this area. Area is equal to, now I am putting here this. These are the limits. Now area is equal to r into dr d theta. Now first I will write limits on r, because r, this is function of theta. R is equal to a into 1 minus cos theta. Upper limit is a into sin theta. R into dr and theta equal to 0 to pi by 2. We have to solve this integration. Integration of r is r square by 2 between limit r is equal to a into 1 minus cos theta, r equal to a sin theta. Putting this upper limit minus lower limit, we will get here it's r square. Therefore a square sin square theta divided by 2 minus square of this term, lower limit divided by 2. Now solving this, I am taking a square is here is a square by 2, here is a square by 2, I am taking outside a square by 2. Now this is sin square. Now 1 minus cos theta whole square. 1 minus cos theta whole square is 1 square minus 2 cos theta and this cos square. But this is minus in sign, therefore I am multiplying it with this bracket. We are getting minus 1 minus cos square theta plus 2 cos theta. Now this is sin square theta minus cos square theta. We are knowing formula. Sin square theta minus cos square theta is 2 cos theta. Here, actually this is cos square theta minus sin square theta. It's 2 cos theta. Now here is sin square theta minus cos square theta. We have to write minus cos 2 theta minus 1 plus cos theta into d theta. We have to take this integration with respect to theta in between theta equal to 0 to pi by 2. Now integration of this cos theta is sin theta divided sin 2 theta divided by 2. Here again we will get besides minus sin 2 theta divided by 2 minus theta plus 2 sin theta between even 0 to pi by 2. Now here I am putting this upper limit pi by 2. Here is 2 theta and pi by 2. Pi get cancelled, sin pi is 0. Here minus pi by 2 only plus 2 sin pi by 2. Now this is sin pi by 2 is 1. Now if you are putting lower limit, all becomes 0. Therefore this is minus pi by 2 plus 2 only. And if you are multiplying to this, then we will get this is a square into, now this becomes 1 and this is minus pi by 4. A square into 1 minus pi by 4. This is 1. Now here, if we know how to solve double integration, that's why you should go to previous video lectures. Easily you will get idea. Here only we have to put this area formula, depending on either curve in polar form or Cartesian. Now this is problem for polar form. Now we will discuss one more problem on Cartesian form. Find area between two curves y is equal to x square and x is equal to y square. Both are parabolas. One is symmetric about y axis, another one is symmetric about x axis, and what is the bounded region by these two curves, and we have to find area for this bounded region. Now this is in Cartesian form. Therefore I will write this formula for area is double integration for r dx dy. Now these two curves are there. How to solve this double integration? We have to find first limit. To find out first limit, find out the intersecting points. Here y is equal to x square and this is x equal to y square. Therefore, I will write y is equal to, here x equal to y square, therefore I will take square root on both sides and then will be y is equal to root x. Now this y is equal to x square and this is y is equal to root x. I will compare why I was saying, therefore x square is equal to root x. Therefore I will write x square equal to root x. Squaring on both sides, then we will get x raised to 4 equal to x. Now I will take this x to left side, then we will get x raised to 4 minus x equal to 0. X raised to 4 minus x equal to 0, I will take x common and x cube minus 1 equal to 0. We will get the real root, x is equal to 0 and x equal to 1. These are the two roots. I will put x is equal to 0 in this equation or this equation. X equal to 0 in this equation, then we will get y equal to 0. I will put x equal to 1 again in this equation, we will get y is equal to 1. Therefore, if you are putting x equal to 0, we will get y equal to 0. If I put x equal to 1, then we will get y is equal to 1. Therefore, 0, 0 and 1, 1. We are getting two intersecting points. 0, 0 and 1, 1. These are the intersecting points. First part is over. After this, we have to find out. First of all, we will find figure. From this figure, we will get exact area, which is area, and how to take limits and how to take strip. This is our figure. This is our parabola. X is equal to y square here, and this is our parabola symmetric about y axis. Y is equal to x square. Means we are knowing again in curve tracing, we are knowing if this is even power in x symmetric about y axis, even power in y symmetric about x axis. Now, due to these two parabolas, we are getting this red region, yellow part. This is our region R. Now here we are knowing our previous knowledge, how to take strip, how to find limits. Now here we can free to take strip parallel to x axis or parallel to y axis. Doesn't matter. We take any strip. We are taking strip parallel to x axis. If we are taking strip parallel to x axis, this strip is bounded by here. Left side bound is blue line, that means blue curve, x is equal to y square, and here this is a red curve is y is equal to x square. But when we are taking strip parallel to x axis, we have to write limit in terms of x. Therefore, here for this p, x limits are x is equal to y square, and here x limits are, we have to write here, this is y is equal to x square, therefore I will write x is equal to root 1. Therefore, limits on x are x equal to y square to x equal to root y, and limit on y on y axis. Now here y varying from origin 0 to this a point. For this a point, y coordinate is 1. Therefore, y varying from 0 to 1. Therefore, we can write limits. We are taking strip parallel to y axis. Limits on x axis, y equal to x equal to y square, here p, and 2, x is equal to root y, is q for this strip, and limits on y axis varying from 0 to 1. Yes, we are knowing this limit. Limit on y 0 to 1. Therefore, we can write this area double integration of r dx dy is equal to x. Y, these are the constant limits. We are taking first constant limit, y equal to 0 to 1. X is equal to y square to root y dx dy. First we have to integrate with respect to x. Now we will take integration. Integration of dx is x. Here we have to write x, and between upper limit minus lower limit. This is root y minus x. Here this is x. Therefore we will write y square into dy. We will take integration of this. Y raised to power 3 by 2 divided by 3 by 2 minus y cube divided by 3. It will limit 0 to 1. Solving this, we will get answer as 1 by 3. Got it? Nothing is there in this area. All these problems are there. You are free to take any problem and try to solve, try to find out their limits, and we are free to solve all these problems because we are knowing idea, our doubts are clear, our concept is clear about this double integration. Therefore, we can solve any problem under application, in polar form or in partition. It doesn't matter to you. And same logic, same idea we have to implement in triple integration. If we know very well double integration, nothing is there in triple integration. Only one more coordinate, that is z coordinate is added, and then we can solve all the problems under triple integration. Okay, thank you.